So I hope you like the sketchbooks that you opened today for Christmas. I hope that you can keep track of it because it's got your name on it and that you enjoy having it. I'm gonna have some sketches here that I'm gonna show you to represent some symbols of Christmas that I've done with my art classes that I thought maybe you would like to do in your sketchbook to break it in. So here we go. Okay, so with your sketchbooks, you also got some colored pencils. And so the first symbol of Christmas I'm gonna draw with you guys is going to be something that has a arc at the top, kind of a U shape. And then we're gonna go down like this. So when I draw with my colored pencils, I don't push too hard because I don't wanna break my colored pencil top. But you want to push hard enough that the color shows up nice and bold. And then we're going to make a little smiley face shape underneath of this side. And we're going to make a smiley shape underneath of this side. And then we're going to connect them like this. And what do we have? But a candy cane. Now a candy cane is a symbol of Christmas because it looks like a cane or a shepherd's staff. And the reason that they use this as a Christmas symbol is because this is something to remind us of the shepherds that went to go see the baby Jesus in the manger. So I'm going to make these curves and I'm going to do them next to each other and then I'm going to fill in the space between. So you do a curve, and then you fill in the space in between. You're going to be skipping every other one. And the reason we make them curved is because that makes it look like it is rounded. Makes it look like it's a little bit three-dimensional, like you could reach into your paper and pick it up. So we're going to finish that up. And I like to use red for candy canes, but sometimes candy canes are rainbows or black and white. I had some black and white ones that were really good this year. They were Oreo flavored. And I know the rainbow ones, they might have cherry flavor. So you can do your candy cane in any colors that you want. The next symbol of Christmas we're gonna draw is going to be a wreath. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a curvy circle in the middle. This is an organic shape. So that means that it has no straight edges. It's kind of curving like this. All right, now that we have that, we're going to next grab, let's do, I think this is purple. So I'm going to do a purple ribbon in the middle. So I'm going to do an oval that's short on the top and the bottom and long on the sides. And then I'm going to do a curve on the top, a curve on the bottom, and a curve to meet the two. And that kind of makes it look like the side of a bow. Now I'm going to do the other side. Curve, curve, curve. And I like to give it a little decoration by making these little lines in it because then it looks like it has some dimension. Now to make the bottom of the bow, we're gonna do some squiggly wiggly lines. And curve. And we follow those curves and it kind of makes it look like it has a wave to it. Now I'm gonna color that in. All right. And the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make a curvy, bigger semicircle around the edge. The reason we have the curves on here is because it's supposed to look like the leaves or the pine that makes up your wreath. Now the reason that a wreath is a symbol of Christmas is because it is going around and around. There's no beginning and there's no end. It is eternal. That means it's everlasting, just like God's love for us. I'm going to draw some circles on here, and that's going to make it look like it has little Christmas balls. So I can color those in with any of the different color pencils that you like to give it some little decoration. And then finally, I'm going to color in my wreath with my green colored pencil. I'm making just some squiggly lines to make it look like there's little leaves in there. You can color it in any way you like. The next symbol of Christmas we're going to do is a star, but not just any star. We're going to do the Star of Bethlehem. We're going to start with a small line and then another line that comes down from it. This is going to look like the capital letter A, kind of. But we're not going to put that cross over it. We're going to go below. We're going to leave a space right here to right here. We're going to make a long V shape. This is an angle. And then we're going to go out to the sides, and we're going to make another line and another line. This one I'm going to do about the same size as I did the top one. And then we're going to do it from the other side. Another line and another line. Again, we're going to make this kind of the same size. So this one, and this one are the same, and then this one is the longest. And then we're going to do a small V shape, a small V shape in each of the corners. Then I like to do a line that goes up in the middle and a line that goes down to the bottom, a line that goes over to the side, and a line that goes over to the other side. And then I like to make those lines again, but I'm going to go out from the center point out. And this is making it look like my star is shining. I like doing this in orange because then I'm going to go back in with my yellow colored pencil and color in the center. And the reason I'm not doing this right at first is because yellow is kind of hard to show up on my paper. But if I have an orange outline on it, then it shows up a little bit better. So that's another symbol of Christmas. The last symbol of Christmas we're going to do is the most important one. So I'm going to draw it first. I'm going to let you see if you can figure out what it was. I'm going to do an X shape. So I'm going to go a line here and a line here that crosses in the center. Then I'm going to do a line across the top. Then I'm going to do another and another and another. And I'm going to color that shape in. Anybody know what this is yet? I think I'm going to go try another color. I think I'm going to grab the blue. Or this is the purple. And I'm going to make a curve. And I'm going to do a little dot and a little dot. Who sees the baby Jesus there in his little manger? I'm going to put some yellow on both sides like it's the hay in the manger. All right, now I'm going to draw Mary. And traditionally, Mary has a blue veil. So I'm going to go for my blue colored pencil. And I'm going to have her facing the baby Jesus. Now this is just a symbol of Christmas, so we're not going to try and make it realistic right here. So I'm going to make a curve right above baby Jesus's head. I'm going to make another curve that comes down. And then I'm going to go back to the top and I'm going to make a bigger curve that goes out to the side with a line across. And I like to color that shape in. All right, the next one we're going to do is going to be the dad. Who is baby Jesus's daddy in the nativity? It is Joseph. So he's going to have a head facing toward the baby Jesus also. And then we're going to put a curve there. And this one's a little higher up than Mary because we think he might be a little taller. I'm going to give him that. And then I'm going to color it in. And there you have the nativity. The nativity is when you see baby Jesus in a manger or in a cradle or a stable. And then you have mommy and daddy also. So this is our symbol of Christmas of the nativity.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Luna, say Merry Christmas!